written?
Yeah, well, I looked up stuff.
A B? You got a B? Oh, Molly, that's wonderful. I see what you can do when you try.
Thanks, Daddy. Look, I just wanted to show you that I really am trying harder.
Oh, I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you, sweetheart. Mrs. Torkelson, take a look at this book report Molly did.
Molly read a book? Oh, Mrs. Torkelson doesn't want to see a stupid old book report.
Oh, sure I do. Pride and Prejudice. That's Dorothy Jane's favorite book.
Yeah, I know. That's where I got the idea to read it. See, the Pride part was good, but that Prejudice, that just blew me away.
She got a B.
Yes, I see. Well, congratulations, Molly.
Isn't that something what a little competition can do to motivate a child, Mrs. Torkelson?
Uh-huh, and sure is something, all right.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to take that book report and go now.
What's that, Mama?
It's a book report that Molly did.
Molly read a book.
Anybody want juice?
Look, I'll just take that now.
What does prejudge mean?
That's Prejudice. What are you reading?
Molly's book report.
Let me see that. Look, I'll just take that and I'll be on my way. How about that? Gee, Molly, I didn't know you'd read Pride and Prejudice. What'd you think of it? Oh, you know, it made me proud. It made me prejudiced. Excuse me, I really gotta go.
You know, Dorothy Jane, being around you has really been a positive influence on Molly. You should take some credit for that grade.
Maybe I'll do just that, Mr. Morgan. Thank you.
Gee, my daughter is getting B's. How do you like that? Oh, listen, Mrs. Torkelson, if you need any help with any parenting problems, please feel free to ask.
Look, Mr. Morgan, about that book report of Molly's.
Yeah, I know. It's really not necessary to apologize for criticizing me.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
I can't figure this out. It should have worked. It would have been so funny. Oh, no. No. I've seen this in every Three Stooges movie ever made. It doesn't work a dozen times. Then I open it and boom, get it right in the face.
Don't be ridiculous, Gregory. Obviously, you set it up wrong.
Chuck, oh, here's a problem.
Molly, don't you have something you want to say to me? Yeah, can you keep it down? I'm trying to read here. Oh, a magazine. Fresh out of books? Look, I know you might be a little upset with me because I borrowed your book report on Pride and Prejudice. Borrowed it? You stole my book report. Oh, I meant to borrow it. See, I just took it to see how you write a real book report. But once I saw it, I realized that there's no way I could do it, so I just kind of copied it word for word. Not word for word. Like, I changed the date and then I put my name on it. Yes, but all the other words in this are mine, and you got a B? I got an A on this book report. How could you get a B? Well, my hand got tired, so I just left out page 4. You are unbelievable. I worked really hard on this book report. I had to write a rough draft, then I rewrote that, then I polished it. Do you have any idea how long that took me? 6 weeks? Well, no, a couple of hours. But even so, Dorothy Jane, look, it would take me at least 3 months to just read Pride and Prejudice. So I figured, why should both of us waste our time on a book that probably no one's even heard of anyway? Molly, don't you understand? What you did was cheating. Well, that's one way of looking at it. That's the only way of looking at it. God, I knew that you wouldn't understand. That school comes so easy to you. I was so proud of my B in driver's ed, and then you came along with all your A's. I can't compete with you, Dorothy Jane. I never asked you to. No, but my dad did. Like, he thought that I was a total failure until I came along with that book report. But it's not your book report. So what are you gonna do about it? I don't know.
Hi, girls.
Mr. Morgan?
Dinner's almost ready. And Molly, I just want to tell you again how proud I am. That book report was really something. I'm sorry, Dorothy Jane, you wanted to tell me something?
We'll be down in a minute.
up so late?
Couldn't sleep. Thought I'd get a little snack.
Something on your mind?
No, nothing. Everything couldn't be better.
So there's nothing bothering you care to talk about? Other than the fact you're gonna weigh 400 pounds in the morning?
There might be one thing. See, there's this girl.
Do I know her?
Yes, but you always told me it's not right to tell tales on a person. So for now, let's just say that she lives in the same house as me, and we'll call her Molly.
Okay.
Well, this Molly person cheated off this friend of mine.
Do I know her?
You knew her when she was a sweet, naive, innocent type. Now she's a late-night cheesecake eater with murder on her mind.
Ooh. Well, before she commits this murder, maybe she should consider what drove Molly to cheat off her in the first place.
What difference does it make? Her father's real proud of her. So I guess she'll be cheating off me for the rest of her life.
So being a good student's real important to her.
No, she doesn't seem to care a whole lot about that.
And what does she care about?
She cares about her father being proud of her, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So maybe Molly finds herself in this new situation where she lives in this house with this girl.
Do I know her?
Her identity isn't important. What is important is that all her life, her mother's been very proud of her. So she's never felt the need to steal a book report to make a good grade. Now, that doesn't make it right. But before you end her life, maybe you should stop and consider Molly's motivations.
You went down there and you told my father the truth, didn't you?
I talked to him.
Now he's gonna give me some big, horrible punishment.
Molly, if you just
Like sending me away to military school.
I know
Where
how
all the
important-
uniforms are gray, a color that I really, really hate.
Molly, he's not.
He's not. Oh my God, it's worse, isn't it? He's gonna put me in a convent.
Don't be hurt.
Where they have ways of teaching beautiful young girls not to cheat and steal.
Molly, he won't.
He won't? You mean it's worse than a convent? Come on, tell me what can be worse than a convent?
I understand why.
Oh my God! A military convent! Nuns with guns.
You're out of your mind.
How could you do this to me?
But I didn't do.
My life was perfect until you got here.
Look, I tried to be reasonable. Okay, I tried enough.
Squealer!
Jeez.
Well, it was perfect!
Something you'll never be.
Never be as boring as you!
And I never want to be as vapid as you.
Wait a minute, what'd you call me?
Trust me, it's bad.
I thought so. This will teach you not to squeal to my father.
But I didn't.
You didn't?
No. That's what I've been trying to tell you, but you haven't let me get in a word.
Why didn't you tell him?
Because you're gonna tell him.
I'm gonna do what?
Right after you do your own book report.
That's really funny, Dorothy Jane. Really funny. All right. Now, where's Gregory in the hidden camera?
Molly, don't you want your father to know that you can do it yourself?
That's the point. I can't do it by myself. I got a D in English.
Sure you can do it. Look, you read books, don't you? Let me put it another way. You have read a book, haven't you?
Of course I've read a book. You know, I think it's still in there somewhere. Here it is.
How about a book that doesn't have Fabio on the cover?
Look, I'm sorry, but that's the kind of books that I like. If you want to make fun of me, go right ahead.
No. You like romance novels. That's okay. Try this story on for size. There's this orphan girl named Jane who lives with her nasty old aunt. Then one